don't forget, you still have that opportunity to get the cookbook. It's got every major holiday throughout the year. We've taken it down, given you menu ideas, even leftover ideas, and a little warm and fuzzy beginning of every chapter just to make you feel good about the holidays. So you don't want, remember, that's just for a gift this month, the month of November. Your gift to Cornerstone Television, you know, it's just Wall, Pennsylvania, 15148-1499, and we'll get it in the mail to you. And it'll help you with your holiday menus and your holiday plans. Well, one of my very favorite people is Jerry Countouris. You know, if you've ever watched At Home, he's always been with us. Jerry, it's such a blessing to have you here.
It's great to be here also.
You know what? You always know, yeah. You always know when Jerry's around because he's from Drew's Family Restaurant in Forest Hills, and he always brings the best. I mean, this guy does not. In fact, you were just commenting on the segment that we just had about the grass-fed lamb.
Sure. Oh, yeah, because we now feature grass-fed lamb at our restaurant.
Yeah, and you do a lot of natural stuff, don't you?
Sure, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, that's great. And that's what people are looking for now.
Well,
Everybody
very
wants
much
to eat
so.
better.
Everybody wants to eat healthy.
That's right, and that's a good thing to do. And you've taken off weight, and you're looking good.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
And he just spent how many months in China?
6 months.
6 months in China. That had to have been an experience, but we can't get into it because we're talking about Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And you've brought the whole meal, but I'm going to ask you to show us one side dish that you think just sets the tone for Thanksgiving.
Well, I think what my wife started making this about 10 years ago, and it's become a staple in our Thanksgiving meal.
Okay.
And it's sweet potatoes with tart apples and pecans.
Wait a minute, you mix the both of them together?
Both of them together
Perfect.
in a pan.
Okay.
And it's really nice. So you
So
start
you don't
off,
pre-cook them or anything?
No, no.
And you didn't spray this?
Nope, didn't spray it,
Okay.
didn't do anything. And you start off by layering the sweet potatoes in
All right.
on the bottom of the pan, like so.
And you can notice he has them cut thin so that they will cook the same as the apple, right?
Exactly.
Because
right.
they do they're a little bit more porous than the others.
And so we'll, fill the bottom, and once
Right.
we fill the bottom, we have our brown sugar that we'll
Just a little bit.
sprinkle.
Yeah, you don't do a lot.
No, you don't.
Because there's a lot of sweetness in the yam too, which is good.
Right, and you just
They're
need
good for
need
you.
a little bit to go it,
Yeah.
and a little bit of nutmeg,
That's a nice flavor for that.
and some pecans.
Crunchy, crunchy. What else could one want? Gee,
Little drip of lemon juice,
I can hear Terry over there saying,
a little bit of salt,
Okay,
and some butter.
okay. Melted butter.
Melted butter.
Okay. Because
Just
you have
wanna-
to have a liquid in there for that to cook.
Right, but you get a lot of liquid from and then
The
now we're going to
apples that
layer
come-
the apples
yeah.
on top.
Okay.
And we're going to make several layers of this. So there'll be 2 layers of the potatoes and 2 layers of the apples.
So you keep building as you
You
go
build it up, right, and you put it in the oven for around 350 degrees for about an hour.
Okay.
It'll take until
It'll
you
get
see
soft and tender.
Right, absolutely.
Now, Jerry, let me ask you, growing up, what was the table like at your house for Thanksgiving? Because I know your mom, she was on the at-home program. Your dad was a cook. You guys must have had everything imaginable.
Well, we really did, and ours was more of a Greek stuffing
Sure.
table.
And that's with rice and stuff usually?
We use the front of the turkey would be stuffed with rice.
Wait a minute, you put 2 different dressings in a turkey?
Yeah. The front of
Wow.
the turkey was stuffed with ground meat and rice
Okay.
and parsley, and the back end of the turkey was stuffed with chestnut ground meat stuffing.
Wow.
With
And
the-
it didn't mess up the flavors from one end to the other
Well,
end?
no, you got 2 ends of the
I
turkey.
know,
and
but
you
still,
just,
you'd think that, something maybe would overflow there.
and they're both really different because the chestnut stuffing was sweet,
Okay.
and the other stuffing with the rice was tart. So, and they never mixed. The flavors never mixed.
Yeah.
So, and we had that. We had the mashed potatoes, of course. And I remember always wanting the drumstick when I was young.
You're like Paul. Paul said, I'll take the drumstick. Nobody else's name was allowed to be on that.
No.
Because he didn't like the white meat. He said that was dry. He liked the dark meat because it has more flavor.
I still do. I still go for the drumstick
Yeah.
also.
Now, he has 2 wonderful daughters that are very busy, and one lives in Boston and one lives here in Pittsburgh. Are they going to be home for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, you bet. That's
Family.
that
That's a
Thanksgiving.
must, huh?
Thanksgiving is our big holiday at our house.
Yeah.
So I'll cook a probably 28-pound turkey.
Wow.
And,
That's a big bird.
yeah, by the time I'm done with it, it almost looks like a little pig going into the oven. Because it's got so much stuffing in it.
That's all right. That's so good, so good. But you know, we all have so much to be thankful for, Jerry. God has been good to us. He's been so good.
Tremendous.
And you know, I don't think there's anybody that could not stop during a holiday and just say, you know, I'm very thankful, God, for all that you've done for me, my family. And maybe it wasn't a perfect year, but you know, it could be a whole lot worse than where we are, right?
You know, and I learned that when I went to China.
Yeah, there's a real awakening, isn't there?
Although a wonderful place and wonderful people, you know, we are thankful for what we have here.
Absolutely.
And what we have in our lives.
It's the greatest country in all the world. We have our problems, but thank God it's the greatest country in all the world. And I'm just, I'm so thankful that God, you know, allowed us to experience all that. Now, I know that what you've started now at the restaurant, you have Greek night.
Oh, yeah.
And they do it once a month on a Saturday, and you make all the Greek goodies. Tell us what you make. What's on the menu?
I make almost everything that you're going to want. If you go to Greece and go to a Greek restaurant, you're going to eat pretty much one of each of the items that I'll have on the menu. So we'll have, of course, the moussaka and the pasticcio and the lamb kebabs.
You told me you had made 200 lamb kebabs, and they were gone in how long? 2 hours or something?
Yeah, it was amazing how many people showed up, and you know, it was wonderful. It was a wonderful, wonderful evening.
What a wonderful idea! And it's not like the whole day. It's just like from 3:30 to 9 or 9:30 until the food runs out. The best baklava you ever wanted to taste, he had there. But I tell you what, you can see that God has really blessed your business there. He really, really has.
In every aspect of my life.
And you know, and we thank him too, because during our telethons, you know, our crew, we work long hours, and these fine folks, they help to supply us with some nourishment to keep the troops going, and we appreciate that. We want you to know that that brings the blessing of the Lord, and we're thankful to you for that. We appreciate that so much.
Thank you. And one thing I wanted to point out here with the, as I'm making this, is that even though it looks really high,
it cooks down.
It'll cook down.
Yeah, those apples.
So the apples and the sweet potatoes will get soft, and that's it.
Well, let me tell you, if you want this recipe and some of the other ones, you can go to our website at ctvn.org. Recipe is posted there. It'll give you specifics on how to do it. And when we come back for a taste a little later, you don't want to go anywhere, because you're not going to believe what's on this table that Jerry brought from the kitchens of Drew's in Forest Hills. We'll be right back in just a minute. Well, here we are. We've got the professional tasters right here. Yeah. And I know, Dawn, this is one of your favorite meals.
It is indeed.
He loves turkey and dressing.
It
Who doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
And Jerry, we can't say thank you enough. And look at this. Beautiful. Can we just go around the table, point out everything to people?
Yeah, tell us what we have,
and just work your way around.
Well, right here we have the broccoli with cheese.
Yeah.
That's, of course, our homemade gravy for the turkey. This is a fresh roasted turkey, fresh turkey only. That really has good flavor. These are the sweet potatoes with the tart apples. They really cook down very nicely. This is homemade cranberry sauce.
That's your favorite
this
there.
is
I love that.
bread stuffing with vegetables. And this is mashed potatoes. And that's for you.
We made this before, and then we've got some pumpkin pies and a pumpkin log, some fresh rolls. What more could one want except a wonderful family sitting around and enjoying it together? And you know, I mentioned about the Greek night. That's going to be January 10th is the next time they're going to do that. But are you going to be open Thanksgiving Day?
We're open till 2.
Okay, so if you need to go someplace for Thanksgiving, and we're going to, Dawn, what do you think?
You know, everything looks beautiful, Jerry.
I'm trying to figure out where to start.
I don't know where you start. I was just thinking that. No, you don't. No, always start with protein. Always start with protein.
Yep.
But it's a beautiful meal.
Yeah.
And you know, it's almost too pretty to eat.
It is.
Almost too pretty to eat. I wish you could be here with us. I wish you could smell what I smell. It's just a delicious food. I know you're going to have a wonderful Thanksgiving in your own home.
Yes.
And if you don't have that, why don't you call somebody and get together with some friends? I mean, it's a good time to get together with friends. If you don't have a church, several churches are having special events at their church. That's right. So I'm going to encourage you, don't stay home, get out. You know, we've almost reached today's prayer time, guys, but where we're going to be praying for all of those who've called in their requests. But before we do, you know what we're going to say next?
Let's see what's going on. Real life tomorrow.